and welcome back. Pro-sanctuary city sheriff loses re-election bid. You really have to ask yourself, how do sanctuary city advocates live with themselves when they choose to side with illegal criminals and innocent Americans die for it? In the case of San Francisco Sheriff Ras Mir Karimi, he learned the hard way that siding with illegals over Americans leads to karmic retribution. A disgusting pro-illegal advocate who climbed the ladder to San Francisco's sheriff released illegal criminals Juan Francisco Lopez Sanchez from the county jail instead of turning him into immigration agents. American Kate Steinle was tragically shot to death. We remember her. I remember Trump talked about her a few different times. What experts consider an upset, Mira Karimi has lost his re-election bid and by a wide margin. It's a small amount of justice for Kate Steinle, but nothing compared to what she is owed, which is her life back. A San Francisco sheriff caught up in a national debate on immigration reform has lost his bid for re-election by a wide margin. Partial returns from Tuesday's vote show Sheriff Ross losing to retired sheriff's official Vicki Hennessy. She has the backing of the Mayor Ed Lee and the Deputies Association. With more than 90,000 votes counted, Hennessy had 62% compared to just 31% for Ross. Only two incumbent San Francisco sheriffs have lost re-election in the last 60 years. See, regardless of what the mainstream dying dinosaur media says, we have the people. We have the numbers. We have the moral high ground. Divinity's on our side. Like, we can't lose this battle, for it has just begun. The San Francisco Sheriff Office has been in the spotlight since a Mexican national in the country illegally was charged in the death of a local woman, 32-year-old Kate Steinle, who was shot dead on the San Francisco waterfront this summer. Just 4 months before the shooting, the Francisco Sanchez was released from jail even though federal officials had requested that he be detained. Sanchez's detainment was related to marijuana distribution charges that were later dropped. It is believed to have been deported, says it is believed, that he had been deported 5 times previously. Little typo there. Mir Karimi allowed Sanchez's release on the basis of the city's sanctuary policies, which generally prohibit law enforcement from cooperating with immigration officials. Sanchez told 2 television stations who interviewed him in jail that he found the gun used in Steinle's killing wrapped in a shirt on a pedestrian pier she was walking on when she was killed on July 1st. Sanchez said the gun went off in his hands, and his public defender, Matt Gonzalez, yeah, it just goes off in your hand. Give me a break. Said that the San Francisco's woman's death appeared accidental. However, prosecutors have said Sanchez was sitting in a swivel chair and chose to shoot in Steinle's direction. The Bureau of Land Management later revealed that the weapon belonged to one of their employees who left it in the car while in San Francisco on business. San Francisco declared itself a sanctuary city in 1989, so people think of this as something new, but it isn't. They swept this under our noses when some of us were just kids, and since banning that ordinance, city officials passing an ordinance that bans city officials from enforcing immigration laws or asking about immigration status unless required by law or court order. In addition to the Sanchez scandal, Mir Karimi has been plagued with other bad publicity, including a drug gang leader who escaped from jail and revelations that guards had been staging and gambling on inmate fights. He also forced to apologize over the botched search for a missing San Francisco General Hospital patient whose body was found decomposing on a stairwell several weeks after she wandered from her room. City was forced to pay $3 million to settle a lawsuit launched by the victim's family. Wow. They are out of control over there. It's no wonder they lost the election. That's crazy though. That hasn't happened in over 60 years. We're really seeing a lot of records being broken, a lot of blue areas of the country turning red, which hasn't happened in a long time. And now we see the rise of Le Pen in France. The Brexit took place, all within months and maybe a year of each other. Striking what's happening here. This is a global shift. Wow, shock polls show increase in support for Trump, and you'll never guess from where. Hispanic support for President Trump has increased 55% since the election. From the Washington Examiner, Hispanic support for Donald Trump has surged since election day and now tops that of the president's overall approval rating. In the latest survey, Zogby Analytics said that Hispanic support has hit 45%, 2 points higher than the president's generic approval. That is 55% higher than the total Latino vote for Trump in the election. He won just 29%. The biggest surprise is this new poll is Trump's approval among Hispanic voters, which is at 45% approval, 51% disapproval. In February, the numbers were less among Hispanics at 39% approval, 53% disapproval. The surge comes as Trump's overall approval rating fell from 48% to 43%, the latest survey. It also coincided with Trump's push for border security funding. See, we have the numbers. Even in the minority community, we have the numbers to win again and again and again. Because why do you think the people left Mexico in the first place? They don't want America to turn into Mexico. That's why they left. America is a failed state. America is the light. They came towards the light for a very real reason. And they're going to stand firm with us come re-election time. I'm sure of it. Look how badly the leftist French media wants Macron, the globalist bankster, to win. Look at this. Macron, 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 Macron. Well, they put Le Pen on the cover with Macron. Macron, Macron. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Don't believe he's a globalist? Then how the hell does that happen? It's almost like the media in France has an agenda. Can't quite put my finger on it. That's funny. That's crazy, eh? Wow, look at that. Look at that clown. Oh, there's one of Le Pen, but it's not even a picture. It's like the negative of a picture. Probably attacking her. Breaking. Texas just gave their police the green light. Although I hoped the green light meant something else, but I'll take it. It's a step in the right direction at least. The Associated Press. Breaking. Texas legislator sends governor sanctuary cities bill allowing local police to ask about immigration status. So you can ask them. If they say no, then you're gone. At least I hope that's what happens. Good news though. Like I said, we got the numbers, we got the momentum, and we got the government power. It's our fight. We're on the offensive now.